Quick question. When did your life stop feeling wrong, but also stop feeling right? Like nothing is technically broken. You're functioning. You're showing up. You're doing what you're supposed to do. But you don't feel settled. You're not miserable. You're not thriving. You're just here. With a quiet sense that something hasn't clicked yet. Yeah. That's space. That's not failure. That's transition. Nobody really prepares you for this phase. They tell you, find your purpose, be confident, figure it out. But nobody explains the part where your old goals don't excite you anymore, your old identity feels tight, and the new one hasn't formed yet. So you start questioning yourself. Maybe you're unmotivated, maybe you're lazy, maybe you wasted time, maybe everyone else is ahead. It feels like everyone else has a direction, and you're just standing still. But you're not standing still. You're in between who you were and who you're becoming. And that space doesn't come with instructions. Existential philosophers had a very uncomfortable idea. You are not a finished thing. You're a process, which means confusion isn't a glitch. It's part of becoming. You don't feel lost because you failed. You feel lost because the map you were using no longer applies. The goals that once made sense don't motivate you anymore. The identity you built no longer fits, so the mind panics. It wants clarity before change, certainty before movement. But life doesn't work like that. Change comes first. Clarity comes later. This is usually how it sounds inside your head. I should have figured this out by now. Why don't I feel excited like before? Am I falling behind? What am I even doing? Nothing dramatic happened. No big failure, no collapse, just a quiet sense of disconnection, and that's the confusing part. Because you don't know what to fix. There's no clear problem, just a feeling that something is shifting. And shifts are uncomfortable because they remove the ground before they show you the next step. Think about moving houses. You've packed your old place. The boxes are everywhere. Nothing feels like home anymore. But you haven't moved in yet, so everything feels temporary. Out of place, unstable. You can't relax because nothing is settled. But that doesn't mean you're homeless. It means you're in transit. This phase of life feels uncomfortable because it's not meant to be lived in. It's meant to be passed through, but we panic because we expect comfort in a place that's designed for movement. Here's the part we don't like to admit. We rush this phase. We try to label ourselves too early. We force confidence. We borrow identities from the internet. We want a clean answer, so we can stop feeling uncertain. But rushing identity is how you end up living someone else's life. Even nature doesn't rush transformation. Caterpillars don't rebrand. They don't compare themselves to butterflies online. They don't panic when they dissolve. They don't try to skip the messiest part. They let the old form loosen before the new one appears. No shortcuts. This phase isn't asking you to figure out your entire future, be fearless, or suddenly feel confident. It's asking you to tolerate uncertainty, stop demanding answers too early, let yourself be unfinished. Buddhism calls this impermanence. Existentialism calls it freedom. Psychology calls it identity reformation. Your brain calls it, what is wrong with me? Nothing. You're not broken. You're becoming. You're not behind. You're not wasting time. You're not failing at life. You're early in becoming, and becoming feels uncomfortable because the old version has to loosen before the new one can exist. That doesn't mean you're lost. It means something new is quietly loading. And yeah, the loading screen always takes longer than we want it to.